Hello and welcome to the Photography Instructor Show, the podcast for all things photography and filmmaking. I'm your host, Saurav, a passionate content creator and a photography educator dedicated to helping you master the art and craft of visual storytelling. Whether you're a beginner, eager to learn the basics, a seasoned pro looking to refine your skills, or somewhere in between, this podcast is for you. Each episode, I dive deep into techniques, tips, and the latest trends in the industry. From lighting and composition to editing and equipment, I have got you covered. Plus, you'll hear inspiring stories and insights from industry experts and fellow creatives who share their journey and expertise. So, grab your camera, get comfortable, and let's explore the fascinating world of photography and filmmaking together. This is the Photography Instructor Show, where learning meets creativity. Today we are going to explore something that might seem simple at first, but once you start applying it, it will completely transform the way you frame your shots. The power of negative space in photography composition. Now, negative space might sound like some technical jargon, but trust me, it's one of the easiest, most powerful tools in a photographer's toolkit. And it is something you have probably been using even if you didn't realize it. So let's break it down. What is negative space? At its core, negative space is the area around and between the subjects in your photograph. It's the empty or open space that surrounds your main subject. For example, if you're photographing a lone tree in a field, the field itself and the sky around it are negative space. It's not about the absence of content. It's about how that space interacts with your subject. Think of it like this. Negative space is the silence between notes in a music. It gives structure, meaning, and rhythm to what you are presenting. Why is negative space important? Here's where it gets exciting. It adds balance and harmony. Negative space helps prevent your image from feeling cluttered or chaotic. It allows the subject to breathe and the viewer to focus on what's important and what's not. It evokes emotion. Empty space can create feelings of isolation, tranquility, freedom, or mystery. It's subtle, but it's incredibly powerful in shaping how a viewer feels when they look at your image. It emphasizes scale and perspective. By including lots of negative space, you can make your subject appear smaller or more vulnerable, or conversely, highlight vastness and grandeur. It guides the viewer's eye. Negative space directs attention. It helps lead the viewer to the subject rather than overwhelming them with details. Now let's understand some negative space examples from photography and art. Minimalist photography. Think of a lone boat in a sea of soft pastels, or a person walking on an endless beach. The emptiness amplifies the subject's presence. Architecture shots. Using large expanses of sky or walls can highlight geometry, lines, or symmetry, turning everyday structures into something almost abstract. Portraiture. A simple background with negative space around the subject makes the face pop, making expressions feel more intimate and raw. Film posters and paintings. Negative space isn't just for photography. Artists have been using it for centuries to create mood, tension, and balance. Now let's learn how to use negative space in your photos. Now that we know what it is and why it's important, let's talk about how you can use it effectively and intentionally. Start by simplifying. Look at the scene before you. Ask yourself, is everything here necessary? Remove the distractions wherever possible. Frame your subject thoughtfully. Place your subject off center. The rule of thirds is a great guideline, but negative space allows you to break that rule creatively. Use color and texture. Even empty space doesn't have to be boring. A plain sky, a sandy beach, or an empty wall with subtle textures can create stunning effects. Experiment with emotion. Ask yourself, what feeling do you want to communicate? More space? Less space? Try framing a subject with the surrounding emptiness to see what emotional impact it creates. Practice patience. Negative space works best when you give it a time. Observe your environment, adjust angles, and wait for the right light. Now, there are some common mistakes to avoid. Empty space without purpose. Negative space isn't about filling the frame with blankness. It needs to complement the subject. Ignoring the viewer's eye movement. Random space can confuse or distract. Make sure the space leads the viewer towards your main subject. Overdoing it. Less is more, but too little context can leave viewers disconnected from your image. Now, let me give you some quick tips you can apply right away and right now. Experiment by shooting wide and letting the environment tell the story. Try placing your subject at the edge of the frame rather than at the dead center. Use sky, floors, and walls as canvas-like space to draw attention. Practice with black and white photography. Negative space often shines in tonal contrasts. Final wrap-up. Negative space is one of those tools that once you understand it, you'll never stop seeing it. Everywhere, in architecture, in nature, in people's faces, even in design and storytelling. It's a quiet force that makes composition cleaner, emotions deeper, and storytelling more intentional. So next time, when you pick up your camera, don't rush to fill your frame. Look around, breathe, and ask, what can I leave out? That's where the magic happens. All the best. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Photography Instructor Show. I hope you found it informative and inspiring. Remember, the journey of mastering photography and filmmaking is a continuous one, filled with endless possibilities and creativity. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback will help me grow and reach more inspiring photographers and filmmakers just like you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn for more tips, learning, and updates on the upcoming episodes. Until next time, keep capturing those amazing moments and crafting your unique stories. This is Saurav, signing off from the Photography Instructor Show. Keep creating, keep learning, and keep inspiring.